Amazing.
Nice, Kens.
Is that going to be in the episode?
I don't know. Up to Durant, the editor. Nice, Kens. Thank you.
Thank you, Kens.
Well done.
Well done. Got a new superstar here today. Lekker. 3, 2, 1. Live. Final take. Carl Lewis, away. We made it. Episode 4. Non-traveling reserves. Proudly powered by...
Betkoza.
There we go. Betkoza. Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah. I'm very proud of us. We've said we were going to commit.
Yes.
And yeah, I think we might actually be having 2 episodes come out this week as well.
I love the new format and restructure. We saw more like a league that restructured 2 weeks into it.
I know.
And
but that's thanks to Durant.
Yeah. Shout out, Duri. You can put that sexy voice on.
Thank you so much.
Bless you, sir. The Jason Momoa of podcasting. You know, for our viewers and listeners, you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. If you're wondering why we're full of so much energy this morning, it's because who overslept?
We all did.
We all did. But I did not give my game away. We were supposed to meet at...
11:30.
11:30.
Yeah.
And I only woke up at 10:30. Then I messaged the group and then I messaged Carl. Are you awake? And then he messaged me, just woke up. I'm like, shot, he's going to postpone to later.
Yeah. Oh, is that what you technically wanted? Okay.
Yes, I set you up.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a good work colleague.
Yeah, well, I had to take my daughter, Mackenzie.
Yes.
Who's part of the team now.
Yes.
I had to take her to the doctor, so...
Hey, there we go, superstar. Well done for being a good father.
Thank you.
Yeah, shout out medical aid.
Yeah.
Just throwing it in everyone's face.
No, medical aid, yeah. I mean, it's nice to go to the doctor and walk out knowing you don't have to...
Bruh, I was speaking to my mommy about it. I lost my ligaments in my middle finger back in the day.
Okay.
So I had to have a pin in here.
Yeah.
Right? So there was a pin in my finger for 8 weeks and I had to have physio and rehab for it. And you know, when you become an adult and you start speaking to your parents, I'm like, how did we manage that? She's like, my boy, medical aid, make sure if you can afford it.
And gap cover.
100%. Gap cover is so important. You don't learn these things until you need it. But we were late and we're here and we're excited.
Yes.
I just want to take you back to your club sports days. Were there any matches that you were late for and you tried to lie about and then you couldn't lie about it because you were too late?
Well, this is a warm-up question, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to tell them? This is the warm-up. This is
our warm-up question. Then obviously we'll do our main topics, which I want to get to is we're talking F1 Saudi Arabia, talking FA Cup review, and then...
we're going into Temba Bavuma.
Our cool-down topics, some quick hits. Temba Bavuma, I have something to say about the domestic cricket in South Africa. Al Clasico...
I've got something to say about Currie Cup. Want die blauw bulle het van die vloer afgeëet. Van Province het gewen. There we go.
Yeah, and then the warm-up. Our warm-up question. Well, I mean, I think you've been there for most of my warm-up stuff. The one time, I think I got there at 11 and play starts at 11, right?
Play starts
at 10.
Yes, play starts at 10.
I think I might have been like 10:30.
Serious?
Yeah.
Were you part of the team that I played in? We guys came like straight from Chilibo, that generation.
I mean, weirdly enough, that night we did go to Chilibo.
Is it?
And I had a lot of tequila.
Yes.
And yeah, rocked up there. Sure. Don't know, the lives we live, eh? Damn.
People who come late for sports matches fascinate me because of the excuses. I remember playing with one guy and he came late because he got a haircut. And we're like, why did you cut your hair on Saturday? We're like, no, I didn't have any other days. This was the only available appointment. It was at 10:30, so I got there like before 12.
No way.
Like, bruh, are you mad?
Nah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, either or.
I remember when I was at UWC, I said I had to write a paper early this morning. That's why I was late.
Carl, you in academics?
And then the one guy said, nah, but I'm in that module. That doesn't sound right.
Who was it? Expose him.
Nathan Schwartz, actually.
Nathan,
yeah.
gun cricketer, quality bowler. Nathan got me out LB a few times. I remember the one time he was swinging it away quite a bit and he set me up, but I was not smart, man.
Yeah.
So he brought it in. And you know when you leave it and it comes back and you know it's pitching out, it's going to hit middle and you leave it. And as I lifted my bat, I just shouted, Jan! And then they appealed. Then I was
But
out.
he's quality bowler, yeah.
Can bowler.
But he ratted me out there. So a strike against him. So that was some of my worst times. The Chili Bar one was the worst for Saints playing in your team. I think you were the captain potentially.
I don't have any stories of coming late. I was always
Really?
diligent. Yeah.
Wow.
I just remember I was the one who was, well, not me, my mommy, shout out Auntie Linda. We put in cooler boxes for you guys.
Yeah, that's true.
We had snacks, we had Energiades, we had,
that is true.
Beverages on point. And why I also told mommy, put that in, because when the people arrive, I'm going to see who drinks it first, to see who's hungover. Yeah. And that person will go from third man to third man for the whole day. Anyway, don't come late to your club sports games. Very important.
Yeah.
And if you're late, make sure you plan it with your loved one and then celebrate the birth 9 months later. Welcome to Non-Traveling Reserves. Let's go. Carl Lewis, speak to me.
Our main topics.
Formula One.
Yeah, flip. I mean, we got a winner outside of Max, which was great. But it was a Red Bull 1-2 again. Yeah. Sergio Perez. He wins his 5th Grand Prix and he's so good on street races. That's such a great record there. Max coming from 15th to finish 2nd. Yeah. Great drive once again.
I know it's a great drive. I just don't have love for Max. I don't know where to find the love for Max.
He's so good. It's like, this car, when Max overtook Hamilton and George Russell.
Yes.
It's honestly like he was driving a rocket ship.
Do you think his car is better equipped than Perez's? This is the...
Oh.
Do you think that Uncle Christian is... Because he's like almost Max's dad.
I mean, he was... Max was a bit petulant afterwards. But I don't think so. I mean, they were keeping... towards the end of the race, he was keeping the same pace as Max. In fact, he even edged Max a little. So I was very impressed with Perez's pace. His pace was really good. And then Fernando Alonso, he got his...
I'm there for the goat. He's a goat. We can call him a goat.
He's one of the...
the
goats.
OGs. Yeah.
He got his 100th podium in that very fast Aston Martin.
So he was reinstated?
He was now reinstated after the appeal. I just saw here.
Okay, so explain to those who don't know what that means.
So he had a penalty violation, a 5-second penalty violation. So what they pinned him on was that they put the thing on the jack, the car jack. So they said it was touching the car. And it's not supposed to be touching the car. But I don't think there was a real advantage that they got out of it.
I hear you.
Maybe just the oversight from their team. But yeah, the Aston Martin's really fast. Lance Stroll, though, in the other Aston Martin must be so annoyed that he couldn't finish the race. Because he's in a flippin' fast car.
Yes. I'm never stressed if he doesn't win, because after watching Drive to Survive and getting the backstory that he comes from money, I'm just like, bruh, I'm sorry, man. I need more than that.
Do you know what I think about that? Like, he's driving with Alonso now, and how how's his self-esteem, his confidence, like he's nowhere in the same category
at all.
And he's technically only there because of his dad.
Yes, not technically, definitely.
So then you like wonder, what goes through his head? Am I good enough for this level?
It's good. It must be us. It's like when you're at private schools or boys' schools, and then I don't think it happens that much anymore, but there's spaces where like this play and you're like, this bra's only here because of his top is cool.
Yeah.
And then those little weeds get ironed out of the way when you're competing at the highest level, because you can't hide talent.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, regardless of how much money there is, you can't hide it. So good luck to that. But what I want to find out from you, your thoughts are if Verstappen and Perez, is a cool interaction online. Durant, if you can pull up a picture of it, it'll be great. Of Verstappen and Perez, was he speaking post-race, where they're speaking about the fastest lap. And then Perez was like, did they tell you to slow down?
Yes, yeah.
Like,
so that's also something I picked up. On the team radio, there was a bit of distrust from Perez. Like, I honestly felt like he thought maybe they're going to favor Max in the situation. Because that fastest lap was important. Whoever won the fastest lap would mean that they would they get the extra point and would lead the championship.
I hear you.
So when Sergio crossed the line, he was the championship leader.
Yes.
But then Max in the last lap, he just came through and...
I don't like that type of... Because look, they're not supposed to be brasa. But surely the humanity should allow them to be.
I think Max is just a pure killer, to be honest with you. Yeah. He only sees one thing. I mean, you heard him after the race. He was just annoyed that he couldn't be...
Perez is Spain, eh?
No, Mexico.
Mexico, there we go. He must never go... Max mustn't go to Mexico outside of a F1.
Yeah.
And people recognize him.
Yeah, so, I mean, interesting dynamics there. Max continues to prove he's maybe not the best teammate, but damn, that Red Bulls is... they're so fast. I honestly don't see how upgrades are going to help other teams quickly enough to catch up with the Red Bulls. They're going to fly away with this championship.
Bro, it's an era shift. Remember we had the time when Vettel was dominating. Then before that, we had Schumi dominating.
Yeah.
And then we had Hamilton. And now it's Verstappen and Perez.
Yeah.
Maybe this. And you know what? So I throw it out there. It's going to be Alonso. This man's going to be 50 and still balling.
I'm not complaining. He's still a flipping good driver. It just shows you put him in a good car. I mean, he can perform. And he really did perform. And I'm glad he kept his podium place, his 100th podium place. Really happy about that. Even George Russell.
Yes.
He was like, Fernando's drive was so good. He deserved it.
That's what we want from teammates.
Yeah.
That's the magic we want. And the magic we've been seeing also away from the track is in the FA Cup. Because I'm excited, Carl Lewis, as I segue into this. Because I'm just like,
good.
United's going to get a cup treble. This is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
City United in the final. Will there be an upset?
Well, I mean, it looks like that way. Manchester United, they play Brighton. I mean, Brighton won 5-0.
Almost Percy Tau.
Yeah. But Brighton side should not be underestimated. They're really good under their manager, Roberto De Zerbi.
Seventh on the table now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, around there.
They're in the Europe spots.
And then City, they're gonna play Sheffield United.
When last
in this other semi-final, but United's game. I mean, they were obviously quite lucky. I mean, Fulham just
don't use those words, Carl. Benny McCarthy's never lucky.
Fulham absolutely bottled it.
Yes.
So the penalty decision, which was the right decision, the guy then got sent off.
Okay.
But then their striker, Alexander Mitrovic, which I tweeted about as disgusting behavior. He pushes the ref, starts having a go at the ref, very aggressive.
Red card.
He got a red card as well. And it was just in the space.
You can't push the ref.
In the space of a minute, you concede a penalty, then concede a goal, and lose 2 players.
Yeah.
So they were, they
Gaps,
just.
Space. Can't lose.
Yeah, so United still on for that cup treble.
Yes, as you say it very reluctantly. As an Ipswich Town supporter, that's fine. What I was happy about the FA Cup is that Lyle Foster, who also got a call up to the Bafana AFCON qualifier squad, he started.
Yeah.
And Carl, I'm just throwing this out there. So is Company going to take over from Pep?
Yeah.
And then take Foster with him to Man City? Is this what's happening?
I mean, if you follow logic, that's probably going to be the case. So,
what a time.
So Lyle Foster to Manchester City, almost a certainty.
Almost a certainty. Ew! I'm excited. You know what was a certainty, eh? Temba Bavuma stealing headlines all over the show.
Yeah, he did really well.
Can we just 3 international tons within 2 months?
Yeah, and big
centuries.
Yeah, 144 in the one day.
Yeah.
I mean, in a losing cause, even the West Indies captain, Shea Hope.
I saw you tweeted about it. I like Shea Hope.
Yeah, he looked so good. Even he said, Temba's 100 deserved to be on the winning side.
Yes.
But there was no one else to support him.
At all. That scorecard was thin, eh?
Cheapers. Yeah. Look.
It was
a very inexperienced side, and that I feel like that really showed. We had someone scoring 140.
Yes, and we still lost.
And we were really ahead of that run rate.
Yes. Because I was following online going, okay.
Yeah, we can make
this.
But we just kept on losing wickets regularly. But damn, this guy's in good form.
Great Nick. And you know what? Maybe, like you said in the previous presser where he spoke about having a coach that backs him. You know what I mean? Him publicly speaking about this. I think it's a magical shift. Maybe 2023. Maybe he had to go through the worst of the worst and just let the bat do the talking. Because he's usually very composed, very sincere in his interviews, just watching some of it post-test match, etc.
Yeah.
And I'm going, he's in a great mental space, even though he's been going through the most.
Yeah. No, he is. And long may it continue. He's in the form of his life. He's playing like a captain. He's taken this leadership role clearly. And he's wanting to carry this team on his back when he's needed. And I think that's when he plays at his best, when the chips are down. He always seems to come alive when the chips are down.
My only request, though, is can we get the Proteas step ladder? And the reason is, when that high fives with Morne and Morkel weren't working, then Morne retired. Then I saw a photo with him and Marco Janssen. And Adam Temba is just...
And with KG loves ignoring Temba.
He's a child.
I
think he does it purposefully.
Yeah. But what more can we say about Temba? They're playing tomorrow. Obviously, we're recording on a Monday. Who knows? Can this man
Good luck.
Keep it going. Good luck.
May this new era of Protea cricket just keep finding its feet.
Yeah.
That's what we're excited about. You know who can't find their feet, Carl? Ha! The Blue Bulls. Because there's a song that goes, Die Blue Bull weet nie van verloor af nie. In English, that means they don't know how to lose.
Yeah.
And die Blue Bull eet nie van die vloer af nie. I just want to say, the 8 off the floor, the 5-second rule didn't even apply.
Yeah.
Because I love it when Province beats anything to do with Pretoria.
You know, I actually backed the Bulls to win.
Carl!
No, I thought when I saw the team lineups, I was like, okay, the Bulls are obviously responding to the week before.
Yes.
Because the week before, they got embarrassed by the Pumas in the Currie Cup.
Yes, they got murdered, eh?
I mean, go on YouTube and watch the highlights of the Pumas-Bulls game. The Pumas score some of the most insane tries. Yeah. They played so lekker. But anyway.
Who's the magical playmakers there?
Devin Williams, their fullback. He's really good. He's probably my favorite player. And then they added, I don't know the 13's name, to be honest with you, but he played really well. Their flankers were also solid, but I would say Devin Williams is my...
Is that your guy?
That's my standout player for the Pumas.
Yes.
And he's been doing it for like the past 3 years for them.
Yes.
Anyway, back to the Currie Cup. Oh, we were talking about the Currie Cup.
Yeah, we were.
About the Bulls. But when I saw the team sheets, I was like, this Bulls side, they don't want to lose again. They don't want to be embarrassed again. And now they picked a flippin' strong pack.
Yes. Jake White's still with the Currie Cup side.
No, Edgar Maratule is the nice thing about the Currie Cup.
So Jake is on the URC.
Yes, there are 3 black coaches in the URC. So
the URC
not
or in the
URC,
Currie Cup?
the Currie Cup.
Yes. Throw it out there.
Yeah.
You throw it out there.
I mean, it's good signs. Joey Mongalo at the Sharks.
Yes.
The Lions have a coach of colors, so really nice to see.
It's important.
Yeah, and then for Province to kind of pull out the win, Dobbers
there, I saw, yeah.
But I was just like, there's something really special about this Western Province Stormers thing that's happening there.
Dobbo.
Very impressive.
Team culture.
And I kept on saying it in previous episodes about Arsenal.
Yes.
How Arteta has changed the culture.
Yes.
Same with Dobbo. Great culture. They won again. Also, the Pumas, they won again. The Griquas beat the Sharks. That's the nice thing about the Currie Cup. Griquas and Pumas, they come alive.
Is that something you're excited about? Because Currie Cup did go through a bit of a dip.
Yes.
Where we were going, okay, what's the story?
I think as South African fans, we understand now that it's a development competition.
And we know we need it, bro.
Yeah. Because unfortunately, the Springboks can't come play Currie Cup as well. They're just playing too much rugby.
Yes.
So it's more for talent and giving people game time. But it's still a very exciting competition. The Cheetahs, they won over the weekend. They clapped the Griffins, who I think the Griffins are going to struggle.
Bloemfontein needs good news.
Yeah. Yeah, the Cheetahs, they're also a side too. That's why I like the Griquas, the Pumas and the Cheetahs. They seem to come alive when it's Currie Cup time.
And post or pre-Currie Cup, it sounds horrible, but there's no PR for them. Because it's just Vodacom URC. Yeah. Lions, Stormers, Sharks, Bulls.
Talking about PR, I actually want to talk about domestic cricket because I have a rant about...
Go for it. And I'm going to count you in. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming with the rant of the year, the man, the myth, the legend, Carl Lewis.
Thank you, Dalin. Well, my rant about domestic cricket is that you sent me a message about domestic cricket and I was like, this information shouldn't be hard to find. Like,
no.
The 4-day competition just ended. The Dolphins won. The Free State got relegated, but there's no fanfare around it. Like my complaint is that the various accounts, the Dolphins cricket, Lions cricket, they could do much more on social media to kind of keep us in the loop as to what's happening. These are the scenarios where we win.
100%. Not just score updates.
And I want to see pitch vision highlights. You know, if someone scores 100, let's see that innings congested into a 2-minute video.
Yes.
Even interviews after the game, like the Dolphins had won the competition.
Yeah.
And I think it was on a Thursday. Anyway, but their last tweet, despite being winners, was like 17 hours ago. And it was 10 o'clock the next morning. And I'm this is not good enough. Man.
Yeah. Final day was on the Wednesday. They lost to the Lions, but they still won. Bonus points, etc. But again, if you're not aware of cricket spaces, you don't know how any of these work.
No.
Right? So like you said with the scenarios, tell us how the bonus point works. Or the bonus points, tell us going into the match, this is what needs to happen.
Yes.
And not necessarily just from the journalists who are writing articles about it, from the specific team social media accounts.
You can also
that's
push
how
your narrative, man.
That's how the investment happens. And again, take a lesson from the
SA20.
Yeah.
No, but because the SA20 was so good on social media, you see how the CSA accounts pale in comparison, man.
Yeah.
It's just like, guys,
yeah,
they are doing pitch vision highlights of their players
in the competition.
It's just like, nah.
I know you like the Gerald Coetzee one.
Yeah.
So, Super Kings, eh?
Yes. So that's my rant. Like, step up your social media game.
Yes.
CSA must train. There needs to be like a minimum standard. I can't just have a text. Oh, the Dolphins are 233 runs ahead.
I like that. No, I'm there for it because as a cricket fan, information shouldn't be difficult to find.
Yeah.
When the tournament is still happening.
Yeah.
And we're not saying...
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not having a go at you. We're just saying, how do we all be better to make sure that the players... You know, you have Tony that's playing for... I know the province have been doing some stuff, but give us some highlights of his innings.
And get us invested,
invested, you know what I mean? Give us an inside scoop as province.
Yeah.
Tony, what's it like being in the camp now? You had a great season, stuff like that.
Yeah. So basically what I'm asking for is more.
Yeah.
Our final topic is... our final cool-down topic is the El Clasico.
Yes, Barcelona
won 2-1. A late Franquesia strike.
2-1.
So they won 2-1. Barcelona scored all the goals, as Durant so eloquently put. Because Araujo, he scored the own goal, which gave Madrid the 1-0 lead. But Barca came back. They 12 points ahead in La Liga. It looks like La Liga is all but settled.
Klar, you reckon?
Yeah, definitely. And very impressive. Xavi, I think they've only conceded like 9-10 goals this season.
Jeez.
Like insane defensive record. They're not as free-flowing as you'd expect the Barcelona side to be, but I think if you're building a good side, the main thing is if you're solid, compact, you don't concede goals.
Yes.
And that's what they're doing. So,
Getting back into Champions League.
But let's not, getting back into Champions, but let's not forget about what we spoke about last weekend, the referee scandal that could still play out.
How's that?
I don't think it's moved anywhere just yet. We'll wait and hear what the courts say, but that's such an interesting overarching...
It's a pyramid of everything. It's a spider's web. There's like so many names that need to be connected.
Yeah.
Will it come out or not?
But it's just fascinating that that's happening while Barcelona are doing really well in the league.
And Xavi's tijdelijk, bruh.
Yeah. Like, although they got kicked out of the Champions League and now the
but they must
Europa League.
They must come back.
Must pay their due.
That's funny. I was going to say they must come back.
They must pay their due.
They must get their brown envelope. Listen, I was going to say, I met someone from Barcelona over the weekend. Interesting. And this gentleman was visiting for work. And I was like, what's your name? He's like, Ivan. I'm like, okay, cool. Your South African name is Ivan. And then I'm like, where you from? Like, no, from Spain. I'm like, cool, we're in Spain. He's like, Barcelona. I'm like, okay, fantastic. We got great memories of Spain because they won the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. And this man just started smiling. I was like, oh, wait, I love that. This is because language was a barrier.
Yeah, okay.
And then the other guy was from
Valencia.
Yeah, and he's like, Barcelona, Valencia. I'm like, I feel like you guys are showing off. South Africans don't have time to get the language part
it's
right.
Valencia.
It's Valencia. We got too much stresses. But either or, good luck to those two Spanish giants. And Real Madrid, may they figure things out in the Champions League. We'll speak about that again.
Yeah. I guess that's our show, eh?
I like this.
Nice and compact.
100%. And we keep it compact without a subscription. Other people keep it compact, but they don't even give you the full subscription. And we give you possibly more insight and in-depth. Our highlights packages is better than that compact.
There we go.
Do you feel like this is a DSTV joke? Can you feel it?
Yeah, I can.
But you're not liking it?
That's okay.
It's okay.
I mean, if you
want to sponsor.
Yes.
If you want to sponsor this DSTV, let us know.
Yes.
Yeah, Dalin, that joke wasn't premium.
That's how we keep it around here. I think that's a great way to end episode 4 of Non-Traveling Reserves, proudly powered by
Betkoza.
Shout out Betkoza for all the love for making the magic happen. We appreciate you. I love your jersey. Up top, here we go. The Temba Bavuma high five. Magic. Thanks for tuning in. Our way.